Hi guys, how's it going? I'm so sorry I haven't updated earlier. I have had a few opportunities, but it has been really hectic. So, um, baby's here. Baby's right here. We had a little girl, as you all knew, it was a girl, and we called her Khloe Rose. She was born on the 23rd of June via a planned C-section. She was born at 10 pound 14 ounces, so she was a very big baby. Those who don't know pounds, 4.6 kilo. The reason why we had a planned C-section is because of the shoulder dystocia that I had with Logan, and he was 9 pounds. So I am so relieved that I didn't try and push her out. So I'm not quite sure if I've updated since my preterm labour scare at 32 weeks. She stayed in. I had continual contractions frequently, not just Braxton Hicks. I had painful contractions, regular contractions, you name it, I had it. But she stayed in, which is what we wanted. We wanted that, and it's such a relief, and I couldn't be more thankful. Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. Ken was due to come down 2 days before her birth, but our boss let him go early, and he got down here 4 days before her birth. Within 2 hours of being here, he came down with a cold. So that was my worst fear ever, that we were going to get sick. I had quarantined Logan. I wasn't letting him go to any of the play groups or anything the week leading up to her birth, because I didn't want him to get sick. And oh, little baby, he said hi. Hey. So she was just smiling. She smiles all the time, and she's only 3.5 weeks. So Ken came down with a cold. I didn't get his cold until 2 days after her birth. So yeah, we had the planned C-section, and when she was born, she came out with a cleft in her soft palate. So she has a hole in her soft palate. It's only considered small compared to other clefts, I suppose. But it also means that she can't breastfeed. So, sorry, Logan's just come in. You're not going to say hello? No? So, yeah, we can't breastfeed, and we need special bottles to feed. So these are the bottles we're using. They're squeezy, and they have special... Hello, darling. Hey, you gonna say hi? You say hello. Hi. Hey. Say later. Later. Bye-bye. And they have the teat has flat sides on them, so I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, that's what we have to feed her out of. So I express and I top up with formula, just because I just can't keep up with her demand. So she caught my cold at about 5 days old, and because when we left the hospital we were using nipple shields, excuse me, sorry, and that's how she was getting her milk. No, darling, don't do that. And what we thought she was getting enough, but she wasn't. So the first 2 days after the birth, she was drowsy from the morphine in my spinal, and then after that she became drowsy from the jaundice that she had. And when we left the hospital, her jaundice levels were acceptable, and within 24 hours, sorry, I just have to pick Chloe up. So, and within 24 hours of leaving the hospital, her levels had jumped seriously high, and we needed to seek some medical attention. And we didn't just go to the hospital for the jaundice, because she wasn't feeding. She had minimal wet nappies. You say hi, YouTube. And she'd come down with my cold, so she had a bad cough. So went to the hospital. They put her under the lights straight away, they put a nasogastric tube in and started tube feeding her formula. And I'm not opposed to feeding formula at all, whatever gets my baby fed. I want to feed her breast milk because I know it's really good with the antibodies and it keeps her a bit more healthier. And so right now we're mixed feeding mostly breast milk, but yeah, I just can't keep up with her. Sorry, I'm trying to do everything in order here. I know I'm going to skip things. We stayed in hospital for 3 days, and sorry, I just had to do something. When we left the hospital, Ken went back home, and we had an appointment with our speech therapist to help with feeding. So we went into that, and she coughed that whole night and through the whole appointment, and she said maybe you need to go back down to the emergency department, which is only just downstairs from where we were, to see if they could do anything to help us. So when we got down there, her oxygen saturation levels were 80%, and they put her on oxygen straight away, and they readmitted us to the pediatric ward. Hey, darling. And so back we went. I had Logan at home with my mother-in-law. He was sick with a cold. She was sick with a cold. I was still sick with a cold. Khloe was sick with a cold. It was horrible. So she also she tested positive for RSV, and then she also came down with bronchiolitis. The bronchiolitis was horrible. She's pretty much gone now, but she would cough until she was blue. It was very whooping cough like. They even tested her for whooping cough because it was that severe. Sorry, I just pick her up a little bit. Oh, Missy. So, yeah, so she is 3 weeks and 4 days old, and she's pretty healthy now. She's starting to gain weight. She's not back at birth weight yet. She's only 100 grams off, so not long until she's back at birth weight. And yeah, we meet up with a surgeon in a couple of weeks to talk about her surgery to fix her cleft. Won't be until she's 6 months old, but sorry, Logan's pulling everything out of my walk-in robe and putting it in the baby's cot. 2 kids are hectic. Oh my goodness. I knew it was going to be hard, but not having Ken around really does make it hard on me because I can't rely on him. I got a mother-in-law here. She helps a lot with Logan. She does. She gets up with him in the morning, so I don't need to get up with him at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because I usually stay in bed with Khloe, and then I pump and feed her, and I usually get out of bed at about 7. So when she goes home, it's going to be extra hard. But going back to Khloe's health, so yeah, we have a audiology appointment at the end of the month because kids with clefts, their ears are wide open to infection and they need to keep an eye on their hearing. So we'll have several of those. She passed the hospital hearing test, but we need to go to the audiology tests and do like a proper one. What else? I recovered from my C-section so easily, so quickly, so surprised. At the first day and the day after, so as soon as I was allowed to get out of bed, it was so slow getting out of bed and horrible, but within an hour of being out of bed and moving around and that, everything just became so much easier. So anyone that's looking at having a C-section, my advice is as soon as you can get up and get moving and get walking, as uncomfortable as it is at the start. The more you move, the quicker it is for your recovery to start. Obviously don't start lifting anything, but yeah, start moving around and get the blood flowing, and yeah, I really advise to do that. So Miss Khloe is doing really good. She's a good sleeper. She wakes up twice at night to feed. She's a really good baby. She's so much more manageable than Logan. I can put this one down. She's very gassy from her cleft, so need to do lots of stomach massaging and leg pumping and So it does get a little bit hectic when she gets a pain in the belly from her gas, but we'll deal with that, and I know as she gets a bit older, it won't be so painful for her. And yeah, well, that's about it. That's all I have. I will try and update you guys once we've met with the surgeon, and we have a bit of a game plan with what we're going to do with her surgery. So, but for now, we're just getting her fed the best way we can, and yeah, I don't have a lot more. We should be going back home in about 3.5 weeks. I'm pretty excited about that, and yeah, okay guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, yeah, just let me know. I do have an Instagram account. I'll try. Last time I tried to link it from my phone because I'm permanently on my phone. Might be best, but my username is LIZKEN06. So I do lots of activity on Instagram. I try and update every couple of days on Instagram. I get lots of pictures of the kids. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, that is my username, LIZKEN06. Okay, bye.
Another day, another life passes by just like mine. It's not complicated. Another mind, another soul, another body to grow old. It's not complicated. Do you ever wonder if the stars shine out for you? Float down like autumn leaves and hush now. Close your eyes before the sleep